Hi Virgo, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. The jingle bells you can hear in the background are Tiny with his Christmas collar on. This Virgo is your love reading for the month of December. I'm going to draw 6 cards initially, each corresponding to a different piece of advice. I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we shall get started, my darlings, okay? Hello, Tiny. Okay. Okay, these are your 6 cards. These are your clarifiers. I'll know when to use them. I just will. And and this is your underlying energy for the month. Excellent, Virgo. This is the 6 of Swords. Okay, so this is a card of finding mental clarity, mental balance, leaving behind the confusion or the conflict of a situation that has challenged you. You've made changes, you've released, you've accepted, you may have apologized, you've moved on. This is the energy of moving on, moving forward, in a positive way, in a balanced way. Even if you've been hurt, even if someone hurt you, this is about in the past. This is about you really coming into acceptance of that and really moving in a healthy way, moving forward, which is really beautiful. The 6 is always also related to the Lovers energy as well. If anything like that comes up further, we'll discuss it as the reading goes on. Okay, darlings? Okay. This is your first card. This is your overall energy or focus for the month of... Where are we? I got distracted then because this card is linked to this card. For the month of December. There we go, December. Okay, this is the 5 of Cups. And I nearly said 5 of December. It is the 5th of December today, actually, but... Ow! Just kidding. Sorry. Okay. So really what I just said to you about this idea of moving on in a more balanced way, this is what we need to do. So you might be, some of you feeling this energy as December begins, you know, feeling let down, feeling betrayed. Now, the 5 of Cups, let's talk about this energy. Cups energy is about our emotions, you know, our feelings about someone, something, a situation. It's about, you know, really connected to our heart chakra is the Cups energy, you know, romance, romantic feelings, and also the opposite of that, you know, the things that hurt us emotionally as well. Number 5 is about change. Okay, yeah, number 5 is a card of change, being in situations that force us into change, that force us to go through changes. And with the 5 of Cups, it's about realizing that you're in a situation now. A situation may have arisen or may arise in the month of December that helps you to recognize that there is something that you need to change. It's when it comes to your emotions and your emotional foundations. It seems that some of you have, oh, excuse me, I've got a cold, so if I cough, etc., I apologize. It seems that I call this the emotional baggage card, because it seems that we carry things, we hold things with us, we hold on to circumstances and situations, and then we don't really realise that we're still holding on to them. And then something happens, we meet someone new, for example, or we go home for Christmas and we see everyone, and then suddenly we're reminded of the fact, oh my gosh, like that person really hurt me, let me down, etc. And it's about recognizing those things so that we can change them in the month of December, okay, which is really positive. Now, see, I got two then. Anyway, this card was linked to this card, and it's a four. Excellent. So this is clarifying. So this is saying that there seems to be clarifying this. So remember, this is your overall focus for the month. This is what you want. This is what we all want. You know, this is security, a secure relationship, you know, being in a place that suits you, being in a situation that really does suit you, that you're happy to be in, that you're excited about, that you're passionate about, and because it's wand energy. And again, fours are about our foundations and structures. There's foundations and structures in our lives, and it's really about, you know, with this card, you've got to turn around and look at the two cups. You've got to turn around and look that there is opportunities. If we can leave these things behind, if we can leave this hurt behind, there's opportunities. And it seems for you, your opportunities or the things that you want to achieve in the month of December are this, or security in a relationship, in a romantic situation that you are in. It might be that this is a new romantic situation that you're in, and this new romantic situation makes you sort of reflect on the fact that you have got, you know, some emotional baggage from a previous relationship, for example, okay, or a previous connection. Now remember, this is your energy, underlying energy. So this is the energy of wanting to move on and of moving on. But this type of energy about moving on, it's about understanding the benefits of the hurt that you've been through. So what did you learn from that? What did it teach you about yourself? This hurt, this thing that hurt you with the Five of Cups. You know, yes, you want to let it go, but the only way you can let it go is if you realize that this was something that was helping you. In what ways did it help you? That's how we really move on with harmony, okay? We incorporate that wisdom as we move forward, okay? So let's look at your next card, which is what or who you could encounter or experience in the month of December. And we've got this card, Two of Pentacles, which is really about indecision, okay? Not being able to make your mind up. Just focus on that 1 second while I just have a drink. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles. Twos are about commitments, partnerships, you know, having, you know, the same on both sides, you know. That's why the Two of Cups is like the soulmate card. This is you with Pentacles energy. It's Pentacles is about what we put our energy and effort into to manifesting. And this is about you trying to make a decision about what you want to manifest. You know, really the emotion about the decision that you're going to make, you know, really the challenge that we face when we want to make a decision, when we want to move forward. You know, what do we have to leave behind? What am I going to put my energy into moving forward? This is the type of energy. So it's kind of like the what you could encounter is this idea of trying to make a decision, maybe about two different people, between two different people, or between between staying single or moving on, going forward, which really epitomized by these two cards here. So this is what, if it's a who you could encounter for you, this could be a fellow earth sign, so a fellow Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, okay? This energy could represent it, but if it's more likely it's a what, so it's more likely, this is more likely you sort of trying to make a decision, weighing things up, you know, trying to, it's not necessarily about understanding, it's more about trying to get some it's like making peace with the decision. It's like, you know, you list the pros, you list the cons, and then you're happy as long as you've gone through all the pros and cons, even if it's a risk, as long as you've gone through all the pros and cons, you feel settled, you feel secure. That's this type of energy. So this is what you kind of be doing this month, going through the pros and cons of a relationship, of a connection, of a situation, of leaving someone behind, etc., whatever it is personally for you. But you're like me in that respect. I mean, Virgos, Capricorns, earth energy. That respect of, you know, as long as I have gone through, I don't know the things that I don't know, but of everything that I do know, okay, let me just get this all laid out in front of me, and then I can at least take this this path, knowing that I've done that. That's kind of the energy of that, okay? That took a while, but we got there, okay? Okay, Virgo, this card, love potential or love lesson. I've already seen it, I've just seen it now. Love potential, or, excuse me, that's completely wrong. Your perspective or your past. And it's the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So this is you, you know, feeling secure, being secure, you know, feeling as though the things that you want or need for your security, for your happiness, for your health, feeling as though those things, you have those things, or you had those things in the past. Sorry, I'm getting other things coming through. Feeling that you had those things in the past. Just a second, 1 minute. We need to look at this card. Ten of Pentacles. So you did have these things in the past. You had security, you had a relationship of marriage, you know, so for, you know, a home, you know, family, you know, that situation. And maybe some of you this month are, you know, thinking about whether or not this is a situation that you actually do want to be in. Maybe you're looking at, maybe you've been hurt by your partner, you know, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Maybe they've hurt you. And, you know, this month is about trying to decide whether or not you want to forgive them, whether or not you can forgive them, whether or not you want to continue on in this relationship, because things you thought were really happy. And actually, Virgo, it's because this person, your partner, your ex, whatever the person it is for you, they were hiding from you. They were hiding something from you. They were hiding from you. They are showing up. You thought that they were the bomb. You thought that they were, you wouldn't have seen it coming. You wouldn't have seen this situation coming. It doesn't mean that they cheated on you or anything like that. It could be, but it could be anything. It could be that they're hiding an illness from you, for example, or they're hiding the fact that work isn't going so well, for example. They're hiding the fact that they're talking to their mum again, even after they told you that they would never talk to her again, for whatever, you know, something like that. So your past or your perspective is, if this is your past, it's like, this is where you were. This is how your life seemed, and it was beautiful. And then suddenly something came and happened in your life before December. And this is you really trying to work out whether or not this is something that you can forgive, something that you can move on from, okay? You know, it's very challenging. It's very challenging for some of you. For those people that, if this is your perspective, this is what you want. You know, the point that you're coming from is, you know, yes, I'm going to leave things behind. This is what I'm going to leave behind. I'm going to decide to put my energy into something different, because this is the perspective that you want to look at. This is where you're coming from. You want to be a wife or a husband or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you want this security, this marital security, this happiness, this bliss, okay? So apply it as it fits for you. Now, this card wants to come out next. So I presume it clarifies this, but it wants to come out next, okay? So these cards here are your love potential or love lesson for the month of December. Now, this is about being reflective, this energy here, the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about being reflective. I'm going to turn this card over as well. Well, I will in a minute. Hang on. So again, fours are about our foundations, structures in our life, security in our life. And this is sword energy is about our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our consciousness, our communication. And this is why we refer to this card as the meditation card, because it's about understanding what's at the basis of your mental faculties. You know, what do you think about yourself? What do you think about your situation? You know, why do you feel that way about why do you think those things about your situation? What could you potentially do? What should you potentially do? Is there another plan you can make, etc., etc., etc.? So, you know, pretty linked, but this is why we call it the meditation card. So this month, really, for you, the love potential and love lesson is that you need to be considerate of yourself. You need to take that time to consider truly where you're coming from, where you're at, what your perspective is, what your opinion is, what your wants are, what your needs are. You've got to take some time thinking about that, okay? And it's probably potentially because of the situation that I've already discussed with you. This is, again, love potential, love lesson. So there you go. So this is this is so interesting, isn't it? The amount of pentacles energy we've got here. So these are real relationships, or people that you know, or people that you're married to, or these are real relationships that you have, or real disagreements with real people, as opposed to the fantasy of someone else coming in. And it might be for you, for new. So this is your love potential and love lesson for the month of this is a card, love potential, love lesson for the month of December. So this could be someone actually coming in, someone new coming in, offering you a love relationship for those people that are completely single. And if that is happening, if that is the case, if someone is coming towards you this month, Virgo, potentially another Virgo, a Taurus or a Capricorn, if someone is coming towards you to make you that offer this month is about, you need to be considering, saying what I've just said, considering, consider the offer. Are you going to take the offer? How do you feel about yourself? Are you ready for this offer? And I only say that because of this card here. Clearly, Virgo, you want commitment. Clearly, whoever this reading's resonating with wants commitment, wants to leave behind this emotional baggage, wants that security, that future. And it looks like someone's going to offer you that, or this could be you offering that to somebody else. If it's you offering it to somebody else, same though, you've got to be, why are you making that offer? Is it because it's nearly Christmas and you don't want to be on your own? Or, is it because, you love this person? I'm not judging. I'm saying to you, that's what you need to be thinking about. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying that's what you need to think. This is a type of energy that's coming through for you, Virgo. Okay? So, this could be, though, someone saying, if your husband or your wife or whatever has done something to hurt you or upset you, then this is you sort of, this might be them apologising or saying, I'm going to put time in to fix this relationship. And this is you considering it. Now, this is about, remember, Pentacles is all about manifesting. It's all about the things that we can see in this world and the things that we want to see in this world. So there's really, Virgo, really for you, about when it comes to manifesting the love that you want and the relationship and situation that you want, that you clearly want. We've got the commitment cards here and love card and, cards of true commitment. But there's energies that need to be released, or there's things that you need to let go of and move on from before you can have the type of relationship and commitment that you actually are asking for. Okay, so let's move on to this energy here. This is the challenge. This is your challenge for the month of December, Virgo. Okay, and this card is the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is what I always say. This is why Christmas. This is a card of celebration, Three of Cups. Now, Christmas is a time. I wrote a song when I was younger, in year 7 at school, when I was 11, 12 years old. Well, I was 11 actually, because it was before Christmas. And they said to us, so in our music lessons for like how many weeks, we wrote these songs, and then we had to write the music for it. And then they said the best one will perform at the Christmas concert. And guess whose song won? Mine. Woo woo. And I remember it. Do you want me to sing it to you? Christmas is a time to love one another. Christmas is a time for caring and sharing. And there was a whole choir singing this song. Oh, it was so beautiful. But because I said Christmas is a time, it made me think about that song. Anyway, I digressed. Okay. I should mention that Rachel, my best friend still now to this day, was meant to help me with that song, but actually we just messed about, and all she did was copy out the words. She had much neater handwriting than me, so I have to mention her name, but she knows she didn't write that song. She knows that I wrote it. Anyway, she's a Scorpio, so she won't see this video. But I'll tell her. Okay, so Christmas is a time. This is your challenge, okay? So Christmas is a time where it becomes pointed when we are alone or single, or when we're in a relationship that we do not want to be in. Christmas is a time when most statistically, that's when relationships break down, because marriages, long-term relationships, etc. But relationships in general, and it happens because we spend a lot of time together. You spend in weeks on end, all day, every day with your actual husband or wife or your boyfriend. You're like, oh God, they're doing me head in. So, for example, so this is your challenge, and it's this time of celebration. It's a time that as I said, we're going to be around family, we're going to be around friends, we're going to be going out, we want to be getting dressed up, going, looking fabulous. And it's always hard to do that. You know, when you have, it's like Princess and the Pea, when you've got that pea in the mattresses, no matter how good everything is on the outside, babe, you ain't sleeping. You ain't, and you ain't happy. And that's the challenge. It's like everyone's happy. It's a time of merriment in December. It's a time of celebration, isn't it? Because everyone's got time off work in the Western world. You know, we've got time off work, even a few days, you know what I mean? Everyone's got Christmas Day off, practically, I think. You know, so, you know, you spend time with the family, all that stuff. So it's like, it's hard to end a relationship, or it's hard to tell someone really how you're feeling, because, you know, it's a time of happiness and celebration. You know, everyone's drinking, everyone's happy. So this is a challenge. You know, this is the challenge about making decisions, about being clear in the reasons why. You know, maybe someone does make you an offer, and you say, yeah, let's go for it, and you start a relationship, and it's over by January 5th. Do you know what I mean? Because you got carried away in the flow of it. So you just have to think about there's things that you need to release and let go of. And I think for some of you, there is some emotional baggage and some hangovers really from a previous relationship or a situation that's happened with your current partner. And it's really about trying to forgive that, or trying to move on from that in the month of December. Okay? Final card, my darlings, is your advice or how to achieve balance in the month of December. Oh my gosh. That is such a nice card, isn't it? So this is about being open. Look at the little naked baby on the horseback. Now, this is about expansion. This is about awareness. This is about being free, being open, you know, being yourself in the world, letting people see you for who you really are, letting people being vulnerable with other people. This is also a card of happiness. It's also a card of abundance, you know, and there's nothing that we can't see with the Sun card. So really, it's not asking you to take any action necessarily, but it's saying that this enlightenment is what needs to enter your life. This clarity needs to enter your life. This needs to be shone on here. Shine the light, love, shine a light. We need to shine a light on you, on these 3 cups that you're, you know, still upset over or still angry over or whatever. We need to turn around. We need to stop thinking about the sacrifices we've made, and we need to start thinking about embracing the opportunities that we have, or the person that you are, Virgo. I mean, you see the energy here. You've got all the good stuff. You've got really nice cards. It's just that you're being held down or held back by something else that's already happened. You know, by the fact, you know, something else that's already happened, you're being upset by that. You know, your advice is to embrace it. Your advice is to don't avoid, don't hide, you know, from the things that you want. You know, be honest about them, be truthful about the things that you want, even if you're not sure what you want. That's what you say. I don't know what I want. I don't know. Then see how you feel after you say that, for example. Okay, so Virgo, this is a card of happiness and it's love, and I love that card. So just try to be yourself, you know. Really, the Sun card is linked to our 3rd chakra, our solar plexus, and our solar plexus is all about who we are in the world and being ourselves in the world. So in all situations, when it comes to love, this month in December, Virgo, you've got to just be open. You've got to be honest, even though it is a time of celebration and everyone's in merriment. And actually, that's such a myth anyway. You know, people always think that Christmas is a time where, you know, bubble, you know, wrapping paper and, you know, little puppies and, you know, great food. And it is great food. Oh, my mum's pepper soup. But anyway, you know, everyone always thinks it like that. But actually, you know, Christmas, as I said, it really makes things pointed. If you're lonely, you notice it on Christmas Day. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it is for people. If you're in the wrong relationship, you notice it at Christmas holidays. So, and it can be hard. Some people can't wait to get back to work. I don't know. But anyway, so this is about your happiness, really, and you being able to be honest. Be honest, be truthful, because that's what's going to get you to the security that you want and the foundations that you want. So if someone has upset you, then you tell them. If your partner has upset you, then you tell them. And then you think about what you want to say, you tell them, and you be honest with them, and then see what happens after that. But at least we know that we're getting this balance and this understanding and clarity by the end of the month of December. Okay, my fabulous Virgos, I hope you liked that reading. If you did, please give it a like. Please, you could share this content as well. You can send it to your husband, your wife, boyfriend, your girlfriend, or share it on your social media far and wide, my darlings. Okay, if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of when I upload any new content. You can also view your bi-weekly general readings that run up to the 9th of December on my channel now, along with the pick a card reading that I did as well. If for those people that are single, those single Virgos out there, check that pick a card reading out. I posted that last week. And don't forget to read the description box below, because it talks you through all the astrological transits for the month of December. And I'm also going to put out a video that talks about the energies for December, the astrological energies for December, and how they may affect us. Okay, the next time you see me will be not next week, probably, because I'm going to be doing my personal readings next week, but the week after I'll be putting out either an additional reading or 2019 first look. So I'm not sure. As I said, click the bell for notifications and you'll see it come out. And finally, if you would like to follow me, my darlings, on my social media, on Facebook or Instagram, it's very simple, Key Wisdom Tarot. Okay, my darlings, thank you so much, Virgo, for being here. Have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy the time with your family and friends. And I will see you all very soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye.